Looking for a quick refresher before times divide? Here's everything you need to get you up to speed. 16-year-old Kate's biggest challenges are shuffling between her divorced parents' houses and dodging matchmaking attempts from her friend Charlene. Then her grandmother, Catherine, shows up with a strange blue medallion. Or is it blue? Catherine sees the light as orange. Kate's mom, Deborah, doesn't see a light at all, just an ugly bronze medallion. Catherine is dying. Kate inherits everything. The catch? Catherine and her friend Connor must teach Kate to use the medallion, called a CHRONOS key, so she can stop her grandfather from unraveling history. Catherine is a genetically enhanced historian from the future who worked at CHRONOS. Rule number 1 at CHRONOS: observe history, don't change it. Kate's grandfather, Saul Rand, didn't like rule number 1. He planned to create a new religion and reshape the world. So he bombed CHRONOS headquarters, stranding himself, a pregnant Catherine, and other historians at various points in the past. But oops, their genetic patterns were trapped when the system blew up. Keys don't work, so they're stuck where they landed. Time to grab a new identity and assimilate. Flash forward to 1984. Catherine's twin daughters, Deborah and Prudence, are now 14. They find a CHRONOS key in the attic. Deborah can't use it. Prue can. She's in the car with her dad when she blinks hard and... bye-bye, Prue. The car goes off the bridge. But where did Prue go? Deborah assumes her sister is dead. But Catherine notices changes in the timeline. Soon there's a brand new religion, Cyrist International. The Cyrists have political influence and lots of money. 2 of their prophets look just like Saul and Prudence, and Prue looks a lot like Kate. Flash to the present. Kate thinks her grandmother is crazy. She learned about Cyrists in school. They were around even before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. But odd things are happening. Catherine's weird diary works for Kate, but not for Charlene. Then there's the CHRONOS medallion. The first time Kate holds the key, it nearly yanks her into a field of wheat, where this really hot guy is wearing a smile and not much else. And she's seen that same hot guy on the subway twice. His name is Kiernan Dunn. He knew and loved Kate in a timeline Kate can't remember. When Kiernan learns Kate isn't wearing a CHRONOS key, he freaks and tells her to get to Catherine's house. Saul and Simon are screwing with the timeline again. If Kate's not wearing a key, bad things will happen. Kiernan's right. Within hours, Kate's mom no longer exists, and if Kate wasn't wearing the CHRONOS key Catherine gave her, she'd be history too. Charlene now wears the Cyrist's pink lotus tattoo, and in this timeline, Kate's dad, Harry, is someone else's dad. He doesn't remember Kate at all. The only plus is Trey. He wasn't at her school in the other reality, but he now sits in Kate's assigned seat in trig class, since technically Kate doesn't exist. Trey tries to help Kate piece together what's happened, even though her story about time travel and rogue grandfathers is whack. Kate's cute, so he's willing to put up with a little crazy. Then Trey sees a picture of Kate's dad disappear right in front of him. Maybe Kate's not crazy after all. Kate discovers that the change in the timeline can be reversed if she travels back to the 1893 World's Fair and keeps Simon from killing the younger version of Catherine. If Kate saves Catherine, then Kate's mom will be born, marry her dad, and have Kate, so that Kate can go back to the World's Fair to save Catherine, or something like that. Trey and Kate grow closer. Catherine tells Kate that once the timeline is changed, Trey won't remember her. Tough choice. Stay with the guy she loves in a reality where she doesn't really exist, or fix the timeline and go back to when Trey never met her. Kate chooses existence. She tells Trey goodbye, promising to find him, kiss him, and win him back once the timeline is changed. Then she uses the CHRONOS key to jump back to 1893 Chicago, where she must avoid not only Cyrists, but also serial killer H.H. Holmes, who is stalking women at the fair. With the help of a kid she'll learn as a younger Kiernan, Kate finds Catherine and delivers her warning. But Saul's right-hand man, Simon, has a gun. To Kate's surprise, Prudence saves Catherine from the bullet. But Prudence is still with the Cyrists, and she warns Kate to stay out of her way. H.H. Holmes nabs Kate. She manages to get younger Kiernan and Catherine out of the creepy hotel, but she's injured. Before Kate leaves 1893 Chicago, the all-grown-up Kiernan tells her Saul is planning something called the culling. It will wipe out all but the Cyrist faithful. Kiernan is sad to learn Kate's in love with Trey, but accepts it. Sort of. Kate goes home. Saving Catherine in the past fixed the present. Kate's mom is back, and Harry is Kate's dad again. All that's left is stopping the Cyrists and getting Trey back. Kate does what she promised, finds Trey, kisses him, and leaves him an envelope she hopes will jog his memory. On to Book 2. When Time's Edge opens, Kate's busy grabbing CHRONOS keys from stranded historians before the Cyrists get them. Kate's mom, who's still clueless about the whole time travel thing, lands a research grant in Italy. Very convenient. Kate thinks Catherine is responsible. Kiernan is back in 1905 Boston, laying a trap for Houdini, who seems to have a Chronos key. Kate joins Kiernan on 2 not-so-fun field trips. First, 3 Cyrists cut their own throats to prove their faith. Then she goes to Kiernan's magic show and discovers 2 others are watching Kiernan, Simon and a pregnant teenage Prudence. Back home, Trey is acting strange. His parents want him to steer clear of the crazy, possibly time-traveling stalker. Trey's not down with that. He tells Kate he wants to make their relationship work, but it will take complete honesty. So Kate spills about Kiernan and how he was in love with her in a different timeline. Trey says he's okay that she works with Kiernan, but he wants equal time. With that settled, Kate focuses on collecting the keys. She snags one in Australia. Kiernan grabs one from Copenhagen, smooth sailing aside from a crocodile and Kiernan getting shot. Just a flesh wound. Kate nurses him back to health and realizes that even though she loves Trey, she totally gets why other Kate loved Kiernan. Kiernan learns Saul made a test run for the calling in 1912 in a village called 6 Bridges. Dozens of corpses were found in the chapel. They can't save the village without alerting Saul that they're onto him, but they do save a girl named Martha and get a sample of the virus Saul dumped in the well. Later, Kate and Trey have a romantic dinner. Trey makes after-dinner plans inspired by something a scantily clad Kate said the night before, except it wasn't Kate. Must have been Prue. Awkward. Prudence is sending Kate a warning. Stop interfering or I'll hurt the people you love. But with so much at risk, Kate can't stop. She prepares for the final jump to 1938 Athens, Georgia, but discovers Kiernan is working with Prudence. Kiernan claims he's not really with Prudence, just getting information. Kiernan says Kate needs to trust him. And Kiernan says the keys they've been collecting might not be the ones the Cyrists have after all. What? Kate and Kiernan jump to 1938 and follow Abel Waters, his wife, Delia Morell, and a Chronos trainee named Grant. They're in Georgia to observe an FDR roadside speech. While waiting for Roosevelt, Grant stumbles into a jerk named Willis. Willis takes a swing, misses Grant, and breaks Delia's nose. Abel says Willis should apologize. Willis says a black man should know to keep his mouth shut. Abel and Willis fight. Abel ends up in jail. Willis whips up a public frenzy about Abel's interracial relationship with Delia. A lynch mob gathers outside the jail. Kate breaks Abel out of jail and steals a cop car. They hide out at a farm owned by Martha, the girl they saved at 6 Bridges 36 years ago, or yesterday, from Kate's point of view. Abel and Delia say Kate will fail unless she has people on the inside, a 5th column. Martha hides everyone in the cellar when the mob arrives, but they take Martha hostage instead. Simon tells Delia and Abel that Kate is telling lies about the Cyrists. Kiernan whispers to Kate, jump back in time, get Martha and her husband to safety, then go home. He can do more to fight the Cyrists from inside. Kiernan says Kate needs to trust him. Kate does what Kiernan asks. Back home, she watches through her key as Delia Morell, Abel Waters, and Kiernan, along with the Chronos keys Kate was supposed to collect, drive away with Simon. When Kate joins Catherine, Connor, and Trey downstairs, she learns there have been big changes to the timeline. Prudence is now with Kate's mom in Italy, and there's an anti-Cyrist alliance offering to help develop an antidote to Saul's virus. This group, the 5th column, didn't exist at all before Kate left for 1938, but now it's been around for decades, led by a woman named Julia Morell Waters. And now you're ready for Time's Divide. Still have questions? Read full summaries online at risa.com/recaps.